Well, today we're doing a mock test with, tell them your name, young lady.
Evie.
Tell them where you're from.
Birmingham.
Birmingham, we're down that way.
Yeah.
She's learning to drive in how many weeks?
4.
How you spell your name?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
See? She's had 23 hours and how many days? In 11 days.
11 days.
So she started on the 20th of May and she has a test in a couple of weeks' time, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything's gone to plan. It's been lovely and smooth as butter. So hopefully if this goes to plan, she wins. How much? How much are you going to win?
£450.
500 for you, young lady.
£500.
Tell them what you're going to do with it.
Give it to my parents to pay for my driving test, so I can pay my half off.
I don't know what she does. Says that Dad's coming up to visit her, and she's selling her room to him.
No, I was like, if you're going to pay for a Premier Inn, I'll give you my room for half the price and I'll stay with one of my friends.
Her dad's coming up to see if they're having Early's dad's day, aren't they? And just trying to fleece them out the money.
No, I think it's very clever. What? I think it's rather clever.
Well, I hope you win.
I give him breakfast as well.
Do you?
Yeah. For free. It's included in the price.
Is it? That's not so bad. Right. Anything at all before we start?
No.
He must be going to do his test, I think. Yeah. Right. 38 to 40 minutes, young lady. Various traffic and road conditions. One manoeuvre you practice with your trainer. Possibly the control stop. And you will be driving independently by way of sat-nav signs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Yep.
Throughout the drive? Yeah, you must be doing his test.
Mm-hmm.
Is that alright for you then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Throughout the drive, I like you to follow the road ahead at all times, unless you're directed by signs and markings. Or unless you
will arrive at your destination at 2:34 p.m.
Which I will I'll ask you to tell me which we'll do some good time. Okay, I've got one question before we start.
Okay.
Tell me, when would you put your rear fog lights on?
You put them on where you can't see 100 metres behind you.
And when would you, tell me how you put them on?
You'd press this one here.
So how would you put 2 clicks there?
2 clicks
Right,
to
the
go
bottom
down.
fog button,
1,
yeah?
2, yeah. To my right knee.
Right, okay then, let's go, young lady. Follow the sat nav. Feeling good. I've got a good feeling about this one, I really have.
Really?
Yeah. Show them what it's how to do it, young lady, when you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
So we're turning right out of here, please. We're turning left.
Turn left, Whitfield Court, then, at the end of the road, turn right.
And then you just follow that sat nav.
Turn right, St John's Road.
When it's safe to do so, could you show me how you'd open and close your window? Could you pull up a convenient place on the left, please? Minor fault number 1, Evie, pull opposite this car park on the right hand side. all you had to do was go a couple of car lengths further forward, because the minimum distance is 10 metres, 2.5 car lengths. Thank you. Now you drive on when you feel ready. Serious fault number 1 for you, Evie. Oh, Evie, this didn't take long, dear meo. Yeah, I was looking forward to give you 500 quid. I've never seen this young lady move off in third gear, and she decides to do it today. When she's going on YouTube. Right, Evie, you pull off in third gear. Now, there was probably enough gap to go if you'd gone off in first gear. What happens is you try to pull off and you realise you're far too slow. The car behind's catching you. When you realise you were in the wrong gear, you should have just stopped the car, put it into first, and then done all your all round checks again. But what you do is you do look, but you carry on, and the car behind has to overtake you.
At the end of the road, turn right, A690. Turn right, A690.
Serious fault number 2 for you, Evie. Evie, you slowed the car down when emerging out of the junction. I think you would have been forgiven for not going, but when you did pull out and you straightened up, you should have checked that mirror, because that's what the examiner does. And when you seen the car getting closer, you should have just put your foot down, accelerate, and got away from the car. Driving examiners are not looking for learner drivers, so if you're going to pull out, get your foot down and build your speed up straight up to the 30 if it's safe to do so. But I don't think I probably would have gone if I'd been on my test. I would have just waited till I can get out and pick up speed. Remember the 4 S's. You must not cause any other driver to stop, slow down, swerve or swear. And that's your second serious fault. We haven't been in this 5 minutes. Evie shows good awareness and planning here. Most of you learners would just dump the car on the crossing. She keeps it clear, and then when she's ready to move off, she checks to make sure the light's still on green. So yeah, good stuff, Evie. Keep it up. Minor fault number 1, Evie. I've just been singing your praises at the last pedestrian crossing for keeping it clear. And what are you going to do here? You just dump the car on the crossing. Had there been anybody wanting to cross and light has changed, you would have gotten a serious fault for that, young lady.
right on the roundabout and take the 4th exit, A691, Southfield Way. Exit A691, Southfield Way.
That was the exit we wanted.
Yeah, but
So just go back around, take it again. Tell you what, I'm going to change the route because it's a bit too busy. Yeah. So I'll just direct you from here. Okay, we want right number 3.
Right, number 3.
That's the first one.
Okay.
That's number 2. We want the 3rd one. Evie shows good awareness and planning here. She keeps the keep clear. Had she plonked the car on there, then I probably would have given her a serious fault for blocking the traffic to the left. The traffic is horrendous, so we're going to have to go off route. She went back round the roundabout with no signal on, but I'm not going to mark that because I think there's too much going on here. But yeah, well done with the keep clear with Amy. Good stuff. Evie, sorry. A little bit more praise, Amy. I forgot to mention, when you came to the roundabout, this roundabout's notorious for learner drivers being hesitant on the driving test. But you take the first available gap, so well done. Follow the road ahead. That's the 2nd exit. Minor fault number 2, Evie, yeah, right, you come to the roundabout, the markings here you can use either lane. You know it's safer to use the left lane instead of the right one. Now, what you should have done was been checking the left armour a couple of times as you're approaching, put the signal on about a bus length away from these road markings, and then just get back to the left lane. That would have been the safest way to do it. What happens is you go to the right lane. Now, this is really good work from you. Well, it shouldn't be, but it is. You go around in the right lane and you realise there's somebody undertaking you in the left lane, so you go back round the roundabout. Now, I've given you minor fault because you knew what you're doing, so you should have put that signal to tell people that you're going back round. On the other roundabout, I didn't give you minor fault because I had to tell you what you had to do. But here you're doing this off your own bat. So, good work with the mirrors. Most learners would have just failed there, could have crossed and failed, so that's good stuff. Most learners don't react to what they see in the mirrors, but you should have been picking the left lane here. You're making hard work for yourself, but well done with the mirrors. Minor fault number 3, Evie. Mirror work good, but what on earth are you doing putting this signal on? You must be looking through binoculars when you put this signal on. Look how far away you are from the roundabout. There's a junction further down, and people might think you're turning in there. And if there wasn't double yellow lines there, people would probably think you're pulling up on the left. So look for the timing of the signal. Next roundabout we're going to turn right. It's the second exit for the A177. Giving you a reminder fault here. Number 4 for you, Amy, fourth driver fault. Yeah, I said follow the signs for the A177. Look at them road marks. You can clearly see where it goes. But you go the wrong way. I'm not 100% sure if the examiner give you a minor fault for this, but you're getting one off me. I'll ask next time at the test centre, I'll ask the driving examiner. But you do it all safe if we end up going the wrong way again. Right, they've gone off. Don't worry, just follow the road ahead of the roundabout, please. Minor fault number 5. Evie goes down to awareness and plan. I don't know what you're doing here. You waffling on about at the end of the mock test that there was somebody got out the van or something. This van is clearly pulled up on the left-hand side of the road. You should have just checked mirrors and gone round it. You're very, very lucky this wasn't a serious. Had the van has kept there any longer, probably would have given you a serious fault, but luckily for you, it moved away. But I'm not sure what was going through your big brain here. The roundabout, turn right, it's the 4th exit for A690. Now remember your spiral roundabouts, we're turning right, 4th exit. A690. Evie, most people I'd fetch here would fail on this roundabout, but I can remember your spiral roundabouts in Sunderland when we went into Sunderland. I thought you'd done really well with them. Them spiral roundabouts in Sunderland are absolutely dreadful, and you do this roundabout really well because you're looking at the road marking. So well done with this. I was expecting to get a serious fault out of you here. Serious fault number 3 for you, Evie. Evie, you do everything right here. You get in a good position, but you can't see because the wagon's blocking your view. Now, I like how you creep forward, but you couldn't see enough to pull out, and what happens is you slow the red car down. Now, I know you think you didn't, but you did. Have a look at this. All I would have done there was crept another couple of inches, pinched an inch, and then you would have seen the red car, then I would have expected you to stop. That's the third car you've slowed down today on this mock test. That's shocking, that young lady. And could you reverse into one of those bays on the left hand side? Is that the one you're doing?
Yeah.
Right, just put your handbrake on for new then. Just carry on, I'll just get on with it. Thank you. Yeah, you can open the door and have a look if you want.
Yeah.
Looks pretty decent, well done. Well done, Evie. That's a pass with no faults recorded. Speed was excellent. Observations very good. Could have been a little bit more through the back window, but I can see why you weren't doing that because we just had a fence behind us. Accuracy is practically inch perfect. Maybe it's out 1 or 2 inches at the most, but very impressive. No faults recorded on that. Well done, you. Don't get Can you just pull up on the left, Riz? Right, I think you're done. That's the longest mock test I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
I definitely failed.
What for?
I think I pulled out and made someone slow down.
You did, where at?
Like just out here.
Why did you go for them?
Because I pulled out and it was free, but I just think I took too long.
Well, when we come to that junction, you You've got 3 serious faults and they're all for slowing people down. That's a strange one, that. When you come to the junction, there was a car sort of blocking your view up here, wasn't there? And there was a bus there, and I thought, well, I just wouldn't have risked that. But you did take a while to get out, and then when you straighten up, what did this car have to do?
I had to slow down.
Slow right down. That was your second serious fault. The first one was here.
Oh.
You know when you moved off?
Yeah.
What gear did you move off in?
I moved off in third.
Right. Now you'd done that on a meeting situation next to the college, Trevelyan College, and I think it was a Sainsbury's van or something, wasn't coming the other way. What did you do straight away?
Changed it.
Like that. I thought, well, why didn't you do that over here?
Yeah.
So what happened is when you realised you were in third, you pulled off really slow.
Yeah.
And then when you realised, what happened behind?
Did someone to overtake me?
How many cars overtook you?
1?
2?
2.
2 eventually. So when you realised it wasn't moving off properly, put it in first, and then you should have just said, oh, there's a car coming, I better wait.
Yeah.
And the last one was the traffic lights, you know, the new in, what do you call it, Whitechurch? We've done them ones, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right, well, we were turning right here. Now, I like your position. You stopped. I think it was a Tesco wagon turning right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could you clearly see what was coming down there?
Yeah, like he was blocking the whole road.
No, it wasn't. Well, we'll come through then. I get the. I know where you're coming from for that, but there was a little. I think it was a red.
Did I not speed up in time?
Well, as you pulled out, there was a red car here. What did it have to do?
Did I have to slow down? I thought I sped up in time.
No. So what you should have done there, because you couldn't see the foot coming down there properly, you should have just leaned and crept forward. But there was some good stuff there at times. You've done all the hard stuff easy, and all the easy stuff you feel for. Like pull it off and slow somebody down. Right, have you any questions before I turn that off?
No.
Sure? Come on, then off you go.